Hello future makers, welcome to Teacherpreneur. Good teachers are like stable roads. They themselves remain where they are, but they take their children to the ultimate path and goal. Yes, in today's video, we are going to discuss how we as teachers can be more effective. The journey of teaching is through a rocky road and we all know that, but a few teacher tips can really help you through your way. So here's Teacherpreneur presenting a new video on a few teacher tips that will really help you with your teaching journey. Let's get started. The first and the foremost tip is that you should always begin your class with a beginning statement. Now, what is a beginning statement? A beginning statement is a statement that gives you direction on what you're going to do in the class that day. For example, always start your class with, today we are going to learn about science. Today we are going to solve a new problem in maths. Today we are going to do something really interesting. This beginning statement will give you a direction. And with that direction, students will be very clear in the head about what they have to do for the next 40 or 30 minutes. This will really help you and amp up the atmosphere of the classroom. So next time you go to teach, make sure you always start your class with a beginning statement. Another thing is that whenever a student comes up with doubt, even after you've explained something, never re-explain the thing. Instead, re-teach it with some other method so that the child understands. Now what is this? Sometimes when a child comes to you with a doubt, what you do is you explain the same thing over and over again. अगर उनको उसी मेथड से समझ आ गया होता तो why would have that person come back to you? If he or she is coming back to you, that method has not worked for him or her. Hence, try and use some other method that is more effective and that will make him understand the concept better. I hope this small change will make a difference while you communicate with the child and he will understand the concept. Think about it and make sure you apply this. Always build a positive relationship with the students, your colleagues in the institute, your supervisors and the parents to have a healthy teaching learning environment. If you are connected with everybody and are in good terms with all of these, your journey of teaching becomes very, very easy. So try and build these relationships and try and get positive outcomes out of these relationships. I'm sure it will help you. One question that I always come across is that should you have textbook in hand while teaching? Now this is a very unique question, but according to me and according to the methodologies that I've been taught in B.Ed, I believe that textbook can only be kept in hand by language teachers because they need it for reference, for marking the grammar, the meanings, etc. Otherwise, there is no need for you to keep the textbook in hand at all. In fact, when I teach in the classroom, I tell the kids to close all their books and just listen to me while I'm teaching. And after I've done teaching, I have my notes on the board and students get some time to copy that portion. In this way, the complete attention of the students is on what we are teaching and not on the books or what is happening around. And this will make the whole game very different. When you put the books away and come and interact with the children and the learning takes place verbally and orally, it will actually be retained for a much longer period of time. And once the students as well as you get used to this methodology, your teaching will increase the quality to manifold times. Try this and let me know in the comment section below whether this worked for you. Another amazing tip is that you should never point out fingers in the classroom. You should always have your hands in such a direction. This direction will tell the kids as if, let us do something. Let us learn. Today, let us do something new. Today, let us come together and perform an activity. This us factor makes the students feel loved and wanted and then change the whole game of your teaching. Believe me. During teaching, it does happen that you teach a concept through a certain methodology and the child has been taught the same by their parents or tutors in a different methodology. So when the child comes to you and says, can I use this method at that point of time, never tell the child that you are wrong. Try and understand what he's saying. If the concept or the method is correct, you could always tell him that yes, this is an alternative method to what I have taught. Never keep ego in mind and say कि मैंने जो बोला है वैसा ही होना चाहिए, टीचर मैं हूँ या तुम हो. Please don't use all these things because it will hamper the teaching learning process. हमेशा दोनों का बात सुन के if the answer is coming true and if his method is right, then please support the child. I'm sure you all must have heard, once a teacher, always a learner. As a teacher, it is very important for you to keep welcoming change. Last year at this point of time, when the pandemic hit you, we never knew that Zoom meetings and teaching online would be a thing. But with change in technology, change in times, we had to adopt. So as a teacher, it is very important that आप टेक्नोलॉजी को सीखते जाओ और उसको अपने टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस में मेंड करते जाओ. If you do this, there is nothing like it. Trust me. One small tip that I would also like to give all the teachers is that as a teacher, आपका काम सिर्फ वो books तक सीमित नहीं है. Because real teachers teach beyond the books, which means that don't always limit yourself to the books or the syllabus all the time. Okay. Try and get involved in as many activities as you can throughout the school. If there is some competition, annual function, sports day, try and get involved. I'm not saying get completely involved in it. Strike a balance between the two, but don't just remain in your own loop and aloof कि मेरे को सिर्फ पढ़ाना आता है मैं इतना ही काम करूँगी. If you try and be a part of these events, your bond and communication and interaction with your kids will become much better and you'll feel good about it. Just try. Another tip is that whenever there is an opportunity for professional development, please grab it. I know you will think कि as a teacher already इतना काम है और उसके ऊपर सब professional development भी करना है. But अगर आप professional development का कोर्स कर लेते हो या कुछ नया सीख लेते हो और उसको अपने टीचिंग में इम्बाइब करना चाहोगे, तो आपका टीचिंग पहले से बेटर होगा. हो सकता है आप जो काम पहले करने में बहुत टाइम लगाते थे वो अब थोड़े कम टाइम में हो जाएगा. This is my personal experience. If you go and be a part of professional development opportunities, आपका टीचिंग नेटवर्क भी बहुत ज्यादा ग्रो होता है. आपको अच्छे अच्छे टीचर फ्रेंड्स मिलेंगे जिनसे आप अपने प्रॉब्लम्स और सॉल्यूशंस को डिस्कस कर सकते हो और उनकी कुछ मेथोडोलॉजी आपके बहुत काम आ सकती है. So whenever there's an opportunity, go for it. Try and balance your work and that thing, and I'm sure it will really help. Thank you for watching the whole video. At the end, I would only like to say the best teachers are artists who know the science of teaching. And if you follow all the tips mentioned in the video, I'm sure you'll rock. If you like today's video, do hit the like button. Comment and tell us which tip was the most useful for you. Share this with maximum teacher friends and family and subscribe to Teacherpreneur for more such videos. See you soon.